this speed.
Wow.
And they stop in one of these pit boxes from full speed to a stop. So hang on. That's a pit box and a half.
Oh my God.
So they're doing that, you know, a dozen times a race.
Wow. That's nuts.
And they're actually going faster than 45 when they do it. Now they've got a 5-point harness on and other things.
Look at the bank on this. Holy crap.
Yeah, someone had asked about projects. I didn't mention, in 2011 we repaved the track and we changed the banking. So now the steepest banking is at the top of the corner and the shallowest banking is at the bottom. It goes from 17 to 20 degrees. And what that does is it makes the fastest way around the track at the top. Normally, just rules of physics, the fastest way around is the shortest way around at the bottom. But when you increase the banking, you can carry more speed at the top. Encourages multi-groove racing, people going side by side. Now we're going 90 right now.
90.
Wow.
A Sprint Cup car will corner at our track at about 165 miles an hour. That's the same speed a 737 Southwest Airlines jet takes off and lands at KCI. So we're doing laps in about a minute apiece. They'll do a lap in about 26 seconds.
Wow.
Sprint Cup cars, this window is a net, so it's down. Of course, you're wearing a helmet, you've got a breathing apparatus and everything else. But it's not quiet in the car, and the temperature, like on a day like this, the temperature in the car would probably get up to 150 degrees, maybe higher.
Oh,
hotter at your feet near the engine and things like that. The other group asked about wrecks. I don't know if any of you saw our last race, but we actually had a really bad wreck that ended right here, and you can see on the wall what happened. Eric Almirola, who races for Richard Petty Motorsports, actually broke his back in the wreck, his T5 vertebrae. But our safety team was able to cut the roof off the car, get him out in 17 minutes, and get him to the KU Health Systems, where they took care of him, and he was out of here the next day.
So what was that top speed we had a second ago?
We got up to about 100.
Okay.
So the other thing I do, you can feel the banking when you're on it, but when you stop, you really feel it. So try to open your door on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because of course when you're carrying speed through the corner, gravity's working a different way for you in inertia.
Yeah, of course.
We'll do one more lap. Okay. Got a group down there. The other thing you'll notice is that some drivers will come down here and drive on what's called the apron, again because they're trying to cut distance out. So that's a shorter way to get from turn 4 to turn 1. You can do that at our track because that line is painted white. That line is painted yellow as it is at some tracks. You can't do it. Talladega and Daytona, as an example, have that. And you'll notice, I think we have yellow. Yeah, we have a dashed white line up here. We don't have yellow.
So it's 2 miles per lap?
1.5 miles.
1.5 miles, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that standard for NASCAR, or is there
There's not a standard length. There are more 1.5 mile tracks than anything else.
Got it.
Because when these were getting built, when the sport was in a boom, they were racing both IndyCar and NASCAR on them, and this was about the shortest length track IndyCar wanted.
Got it.
The white lines that you see on the track are marks that we put down at the request of, at the suggestion of drivers who helped us after the repave to give the Sprint Cup drivers, Monster Energy Series drivers, reference points when they're racing on the track to know where to brake and turn and do things like that. We'll pull out a little bit so we've got room for a photo.
Thank you.
Yep.